Hello everyone, this is Rashi and welcome back to the Reading Platter and welcome to the day 1 of Secret TBR month. So I'm very excited to know what my first book will be. So let's see what the game is for this month. So for this week. So I will be picking 3 books based on a game that is Prompts Choose My TBR. So actually I created a list of 15 prompts, and there are prompts, there are genres, there are prompts that I need to have this month. There are something like I'm participating in the Asian readathon, and that video will be coming later. So for that I have some books that I'm planning to read. So and I have my reading journal where I will be writing everything what the wheel says. So first I'll tell you what prompts. Okay, now I'm settled. First let me tell you what prompts are there on the wheel. First one is a 5-star prediction. Book published in 2019. A funny book. A book written by Black author. Can you hear that? That's thunder. It's going to rain. Okay, let me first tell you this is 1st May and this is 1 a.m. in the morning. So yes, the week has started. Okay, the first 4 prompts that I listed were the prompts from my 52 weeks challenge, and now the other prompts that I need to have: audiobook, a book written by an Asian author for Asian readathon, a comic or a manga. I want to dive into comics and mangas. I read one comic this year. I want to know more about the comic world. So a contemporary, that was the specific genre for this month. A book by a new author, like new to me author. A friend's pick. Oh, that's interesting. I'll tell you what friend's pick is. Like I will share pictures of 3 books to one of my friends and ask him/her to pick one book out of that, and whatever book he or she picks I will have to read it, and if it comes up I hope they are good to me. So the next one is a non-fiction, which I'm not fond of, but I have a non-fiction to read, like the 5-star prediction that you have already watched. I will link that here. It has one non-fiction, and there is one prompt in the Asian readathon to read a book by Asian author that is non-fiction, and I have a book for that. So a historical fiction, a random color generator. So I will be generating a random color, and whatever color comes up I have to match that color on one of the cover of the books. A booktube recommendation, any booktube recommendation. There are so many, part of a series, like a first or a second or a third, whatever book in a series that I want to read. So I believe it is nice. Now let's spin the wheel to know what book I'll read. Yay! Now you'll see the wheel. So the first prompt that came up was contemporary. The wheel is nice to me. Okay, so for that, oh, I talked about that book in my 5-star prediction. No, in my May expected TBR, that was Beach Read by Emily Henry, and it is 361 pages long. It is a contemporary romance. I'm very excited to dive into this, and let's move on to the next spin. The next spin gave me non-fiction, and for that I'm going to pick Ikigai by Hector Garcia, and it is 208 pages long. It will be perfect for a book by an Asian author and a book by an Asian author that is non-fiction. I will be putting this book for both the prompts in the Asian readathon. So I haven't posted the Asian readathon video yet, but I will really soon. So let's move on to the third spin. Yay! The third spin gave me audiobook. Oh my god, I'm loving this challenge. I'm loving this challenge. So for the audiobook, I chose The One Great Norm by Jeff DiNardo. This is an audiobook arc that I have on NetGalley, and it is just 1.5 hour long. Yeah, it is 128 pages long, so yeah. I am so excited, and it is middle grade. Oh my god. I love this challenge. I should do it daily. I love the prompts that came up. I love the books that I picked. But the thing is, if I love the content that's in the book, okay. I'm like, to be honest, I'm really scared for Ikigai, because I'm not a fan of nonfiction, and this is a book in my 5-star predictions. So, um, let's see what happens. I don't know what I'll read. Maybe it's nighttime, and maybe I'll start with the audiobook, or maybe I have audiobook for Ikigai too, but I cannot find it. Maybe that got deleted or something. I don't know. Um, yes, I think the audiobook, The One Great Norm, is a good pick. And meet you in the morning. Hello, my friends. So, it is still 1st of May, and I have started with the audiobook The One Great Norm, and it is interesting. Today I haven't read much because today we were sprinting, me and my friends, and the video will be out soon. So yeah, it took us like 3 to 4 hours, and then editing and all that stuff. So yes, I read like 1 hour of the audiobook. Like, it is 2.5 hours long. I read like 1 hour of the audiobook, and I'm enjoying it. It has like little sounds, like, if like the squeaking of the door, there is the sound for that. The knocking of the door, there's a sound for that. A person hurting himself or herself, there's a sound for that. So it's a bit interesting, and like, there are a lot of expressions used, and the voice that the narrator uses, like, oh my god, I am loving her voice. Like, for a little tiny person, the voice she uses, the male voice she uses, the voice she uses for an old lady, that's amazing. Like, I'm loving this book so much. I hope I will complete it today. If not today, then probably by tomorrow, because I'm enjoying it. It is a middle grade, it is short, and audiobook, of course. So this was the update for now, and I'll update you maybe at night or maybe tomorrow. You'll get to know. Hello, and welcome to the day 2 of week 1. And so I completed The One Great Norm by Jeff DiNardo, and this was an NetGalley audio arc that I received, and it is awesome. Like, it was so refreshing, such a short read, and it was fun reading it. It was really, really nice. And the narrator's voice, I loved her so much. The voice was so nice, like the way she enacted the voice of different people, like an old lady, a norm, or an old man. It was so perfect. And also the audiobook has some voices to show that things are happening in the book, uh, maybe packing bag, or locking the door, opening the door, and beating someone. So it was really nice reading. It was such a good experience, and I rated it a 5 star. It deserved it. It was really nice. It was short, it was fun, it was refreshing. So overall 5 stars. I love the plot. I love the plot a lot. And I've heard that it has some illustrations. So I don't know how the illustrations are, because I had the audiobook for this. I did not have the ebook. And but the audiobook was very very nice. I definitely recommend it. So this was it, and I have started uh, Ikigai by Hector Garcia and Francesca. Yes, probably these are the two authors of the book, and I have read the prologue of it, listened to and read to the prologue. I'm listening to the audiobook and reading the ebook, and I'm pretty happy with it right now. Like, I cannot say if I'm loving it or not, like just by reading the prologue, but I can definitely say that it won't be a 5 star. But it was in my 5 star prediction. So let's see how the book goes. Maybe I love it later. So yeah, meet you then. So it's time for a little update. I have listened to and read to Ikigai, and I am I don't remember the number of pages, but I know that I have read like 1.5 hours of the audiobook, and it is not good, neither bad. I'm not hating it, and I'm not loving it too. But yes, it is okay. It's not like I'm going to DNF it, being a non-fiction, and I being perfect in DNFing non-fictions. But I am enjoying it. Like, not like loving it, but not hating it to the level of DNFing it. I am on like fourth or fifth chapter, and it is a very fast paced book, and the theories are a little, you know cheesy kind of. I don't know, like these are the normal stuff that we know, like being an Asian, and written this book written by an Asian author. I feel like Asian people will find it a little, a boring side, because we already know a lot of things that are written in the book, not the Japanese secret, because I'm not Japanese. But yes, a lot of theories, a lot of points that are mentioned are very much known to me, that we are taught from like the very start. So it is a very familiar kind of book, so I'm not like developing interest of like knowing things and knowing what the Japanese secret is. Of course, there are so many points that I really don't know, the things that I don't know, because of course this is like all Japanese thing, and I'm not Japanese. But yes, like 50 to 60% of the things I know, so I'm finding it a little like boring side. um but what can we say, like we have a lot of to read right now. It is a 3.5 hour long, 3 to 3.5 hour long audiobook, so at least I have a half to go, and I'll update you when I complete it. So meet you then. Good morning. So an early morning update. Yesterday at night, I read more of Ikigai, and I don't remember how much I read, but in the morning I have completed it. So, talking about the book, it wasn't good, and it wasn't even bad. Like, I liked it. Like, I get really, really bored by non-fictions, but this was different. It was different. um I mean, it had the mention of yoga, it had the mention of nice things that we already know. I mean, Asians, mainly Indian, Chinese, Japanese people. And like, I didn't feel that it was something different, to be honest. But it wasn't boring. The Ikigai is to find something that keeps you active. um the thought was very nice, the process was good, but the thing is that this topic is really really vast, like to help others to find something that keep them alive, that keep them active. Like a book, I don't think a book can do that. And like it I don't know, like it says that it has everything that a person can do to find all these things, but I don't think a big book can do that. Like the message was good, but it wasn't like that good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like boring to keep it like down or DNF it. It was okay, it was good. Also the audiobook made it a lot more easier to go through. um but yes, I like got 20 to 30% of what the book was giving, and I rated it at 3 stars. I don't know, I did not enjoy it, but I wasn't even bored, so it was okay. And a non-fiction of about 3 stars, like if I give 3 stars to a non-fiction, that means it is pretty good. So yeah, it was nice, it was interesting, I really liked it. So yeah, nice. But Mondays are usually very 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 busy for me. Like I don't even have time to watch one single episode of 20 minutes. And I like on Monday I don't have me time, so I don't think I will read the third book. um I will try. I will update you if I read it, but I don't think I will. I hope so I will. I don't know. So the thing is, I just started Betrayed by Emily Henry, and I did not read it yesterday because I scratched my eye from inside and it was so irritating. I had to just, put eye drops and close my eyes for hours, and it was very difficult for me to work. So I could not read because I have ebook for this, and it was very difficult, to read something. So I did not read it yesterday. I did not read it today. Now I'm starting it. I cannot even look at the screen right now because the light, it's hurting my eye. So I will be starting that and will let you know when I read something. I don't know, like I this is the last book for this week and I really want to complete it. So yeah, we'll be reading it now. Let's see what happens. How much do I read? How much my eye wants me to read? So we'll talk to you when I have something to update you upon. So yeah, good night. So updating on what I read yesterday. I read 50 pages of beach read and it was amazing. Like I knew that I'm going to love this book because it was really fun read. I could not read more than that because the eye problem and all. So I stopped at 50-ish pages. I don't remember like how many chapters did I read. 5 to 6 chapters at least. So yeah, and updating about what I read this morning. See, usually Fridays and Saturdays are my filming days, but now I am like this month I am posting videos on Sundays also, so the schedule is a little busy because I have to film videos like on Wednesdays or Thursdays because I have to get them edited by Friday. So I don't know how much I will read. I started one chapter. I read like chapter 6 or still 7th right now, and that makes about 20% to 25% of the book. So, yes, it is going like I don't know, like It is a 350 pages long book. So I don't know if, like, I feel that a book is just, the story is just flying, because I'm loving the story. It is just amazing, it is beautiful. I'm loving the story, I'm loving the characters, I'm loving how our hero and heroine met. And yeah, it was nice. So I will read it definitely today, but I cannot promise how much I'll read, because I have to film videos today. So yeah, this was for update for right now. Yes, today I read like 2 chapters. It is I don't know what time is it. Let me see. Oh, okay, it is 12:30 in the morning. I mean afternoon. So yeah, I have whole lot day. So yeah, maybe I'll read more. Like definitely I'll read more, but I cannot promise if I'll complete it today. I have tomorrow two for this week one, and that will be okay. This week was good. So let's see how much I read today, and then I'll update you tomorrow. Guys, how are you? So um I am not filming today because I'm really tired. So I thought that I'll read the book. I read like 60 to 70% of the book. I don't remember on which chapter I am, because I just left the book 8 p.m. I left reading like on 8 p.m. and it is 10:30 right now. So I really don't remember on what chapter I am. So, talking about the book, it is very fast paced, and I'm loving the story. I'm loving the concept. It is really like both our hero and heroine are writers, so that makes it more interesting. Like, and both of them are rivals yet friends, and they write different genres. They have their own life problems, and they are sharing it at one point. Like they just share with each other, and it is like very interesting. I like this concept. I haven't read this concept before. Like I have read Hate to Love and Friends to Love, but this is something different. Like they are not hate to love, it is not even friends to love, but uh, I don't know, it's like rom-com, not rom-com, I don't know, but it is very interesting. I'm getting confused because I really want to read more of it, and um I don't know if I'll read it today, or maybe I'll complete it at night, or maybe I'll complete it tomorrow morning, because I have tomorrow's day. So that was it, I guess, for today. Maybe I'll update you at night or in the morning, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., if I read the book. So, yes, that was it. I don't want to like give spoilers or review the book here right now before completing it. So, I'm just stopping myself to say anything about the book. So, yeah, I'll stop here so that I don't reveal something here, and then when I review the book, like I don't want it to be repetitive. So yes, we'll meet when I complete the book and the challenge will be completed. Hi everyone, so I completed Beat Read by Emily Henry, and 5 star, no words. This book follows two main characters. Both of them are writers, and how like their love story. I really will talk about this book in the review wrap up, because you know I have already talked about this book in like the previous clip, but it was like amazing, it was beautiful. I really 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 recommend this book to you. So I'm dressed up because it's a filming day, and I was just filming, only one video left to film. So yes, this was my week one challenge, and I really really enjoyed it. I have a lot of time left. Maybe I'll read one comic, because tomorrow I won't be reading anything. I will just be preparing for the next week's game, and I really don't know what game it will be, but don't miss that out, because the first week was really really exciting. I really loved it. I got the books that I really wanted to read, and the books were really good. I did not get bored at all. So yeah, I really enjoyed this challenge. Maybe I'll read one comic because I really want to dive into comics. I have time, I can spin the wheel, but the thing is, if the wheel picks up like a big book, then it will be like really difficult for me to complete it today, because I have to edit videos like today, because you don't know, but yes, I have to. And I think that a comic will be a good idea, because I completed this week's task and I'm so happy about it. So this was it for this week's vlog, and if I read a comic, I will review it in the May wrap up video that will come in June. So I really enjoyed this week. I hope the next week is good too. If you have any game recommendations that I can do for a week, do comment down below. I will love to check them out. And yeah, this was it for this vlog this week, and I'll meet you in the next video.